So I want to talk to you about the number one thing that you need to do in crypto. It is the number one thing that you should have as part of your crypto investing strategy, and it is the number one thing that sets you up for success. So what is it? What is it that I'm talking about? Well, quite simply, the number one thing you need to do in crypto is that you need to have a plan. Okay? But beyond that, inside of that plan, I'm really talking about a profit plan. Okay, so I want to talk about both of those things. Okay, so it is the number one thing you need to have is a plan, and then also profit taking within that plan. The easiest plan that you can have in crypto is one that I actually brought over from, my stock investing days. And for those of you guys who don't really know me, I'm a 30 plus year stock investor. Been doing crypto for a long time as well. By the way, for those of you guys who do follow me regularly, you know that I am not at my normal studio and back in Dallas. I'm actually in a hotel room in Palm Springs, California. My son is playing in a national lacrosse tournament. We've been here for a couple of days, so I am. That's why you're seeing a little bit different surroundings here. But back to our regularly scheduled programming. Okay, so back to this plan. Put simply, the easiest plan to have is one that is a diversification plan. Okay, because here's where I'm coming from with this, is that I don't want you to only own, for example, and again, this is not investing advice, this is just my opinion. You shouldn't only own one crypto like Shiba Inu or Saitama or whatever it is, or or just Ethereum or just Cardano. In my opinion, you need to be diversified. You should have different cryptos. So again, the number one thing in crypto you need is a plan. And inside of that plan is profit and diversification. We're going to talk about profit in a minute. Diversification, simplest way to look at this is if you think about, let's say you had $10,000. Doesn't really matter what the number is, okay? A good diversification plan is one that includes owning some Ethereum, Bitcoin if you want to, okay? But out of that, say $10,000, I'm a firm believer that about 60% of that $10,000 needs to be in assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is the bulk of your overall portfolio. That is how I do it. That's the bulk of my overall portfolio. It is Bitcoin and Ethereum. And oh, by the way, the bulk of it is Ethereum. Why? Because to me, Ethereum is, Ethereum is the lifeblood of the bulk of the entire crypto market. Yes, there's polka dots and Solanas and Cardanos of the world. I own all those, by the way. I'm going to get to those in just a minute. But Ethereum is, the 800-pound gorilla, okay? And by the way, it is targeted to go, to continue to go up in value. There's a lot of things happening. They're moving to Ethereum 2.0. They're moving to a proof of work scenario. It is becoming deflationary. They're burning, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All those kind of things we talked about in previous videos. So again, 60% of your overall portfolio, Bitcoin and Ethereum. After that, you can look at, say, the next 20%. To me, the next 20% makes up those assets like Polkadot, Solana, Cardano, Phantom, assets like that. Okay, I've talked about a lot of these on my channel because these are the next level of high value, high market cap, very, very quality crypto projects. Okay, so that's the other 20%. So now you're at 80%. Okay, beyond that, you get the next 20%, depending on how you want to divvy it up. You can divvy it up, and the whole 20% could be, maybe you want to do some stuff like Shiba Inu, like Saitama, those kind of things. Or you want to maybe look and just go, okay, I want to maybe put some money in the metaverse, or I want to put some money into gaming. But that 20% is for kind of everything else, and you can kind of do some different stuff. But that's a very, very simple plan from a diversification standpoint that can again set you up for success. Not investing advice, do what's right for you, right? Now, after that, remember the number one thing was to have a plan. Inside of that plan was diversification, but inside of that plan was also profits. You need to take profit. You need to have a profit plan. The easiest one to do is that let's say you put $500 into Polkadot. Let's just say that for example. The easiest one to do is that when Polkadot triples in value, so now that $500 is now worth $1,500, take that first $500 out and go put it in something else, okay? That's a very simple profit plan that I know a couple of really big whales that I know, they do something like that. They do that, okay? Now, ultimately, they may stay in a particular asset, or you might have a plan to how long you want to stay in an asset. So let's say you put money into Polkadot, and it tripled, so you got your original 500 out. Now you have 1,000 left in it. So now you can have a plan for that additional 1,000, and that could be any number of things. Maybe set a goal that as it rolls up from there, you take. Maybe you have a plan to make to siphon off 30% of whatever you have remaining in your profits. 30% as it continues to go up in value, you're going to siphon off 30% worth of profit every quarter or something like that. That's a very simple profit plan. My point to you is have a plan for profits. Another profit plan that's even more simple is the day you buy a token. Let's say it's Solana this time. The day you buy Solana, and let's say you're going to buy $1,000 worth of Solana. The day you buy it, have a plan in place of how much you want to make. So if you're going to buy it today, you're going to buy $1,000 and say, I want to make 40% on this Solana investment. So that would be, you get my 1,000 back plus 40% is another $400. So the day that the Solana hits, you bought it at 1,000, and when you go and you look in your portfolio and it's now worth $1,400, you sell. You made a 40% profit return on that investment. Okay, so that's two different profit plans, depending on how you kind of want to work it. But I'm going to end with this. You need to have a plan. The most important thing in crypto is to have a plan. And if you don't follow a plan, you're kind of off the reservation and you're usually kind of lost and things like that. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. Hope that's helped you. And as always, all I care about is helping you navigate these crypto waters and making some more cash, making more money tomorrow than you made today. So with all that said, go make some money, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.